Thank you.
Thanks very much.
I ain't afraid of the dark, 'cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain. No, I don't mind the rain.
Hey guys, so what's the last thing around? Oh, I filmed me getting rid of stuff. I managed to so far get rid of 3 bags of clothing that we just don't wear. So I now need to go through those bags of clothes and decide if there's anything that can be sold, if there's anything that could be given to somebody that we know, whether that be somebody we know in need or just friends who are looking for that sort of thing, and then anything that really just isn't savable, isn't givable to somebody else, would be turned into rags or just thrown. We do try and reuse as much of the clothing as we can, selling it or letting other people pick through it to decide if there's anything they want, those sort of things. But you can't save every piece of clothing you've ever bought and all that stuff. So as I was saying before Dad rang, I managed to do a ton of that, and I also managed to start getting rid of rubbish. So there's a couple of bags of rubbish that have gone. We're finally starting to get somewhere. There is a corner of my room that is officially cleared, which wasn't before, and that will be the corner that the Christmas tree will probably go in. So in the next couple of days, when I start actually decorating and filming that for you guys, it might even become a part of the intro, we'll see. But yeah, I've just arranged with Dad to go meet him at our local IKEA estate, because we call it IKEA estate because the biggest shop on there is IKEA, but they have like a Costa, Starbucks, those sort of things. So he will enjoy that, to be fair. I'm on the way to get little one. I keep doing the wrong thing at the moment, and that's a lot. I've been messaging with my friend Amy because she's struggling too, bless her. I was saying to her how I really enjoy this festive time of year, because when I was little, my dad would start decorating around about now, and when those Christmas decorations went up and our house was all festive, it was officially the beginning of Dad putting hard boundaries down with everyone in our family about what was acceptable behavior among each other and with me present. I mean, to be fair, my dad had some hard boundaries for my family and the world all year round, but this was the time of year where he really set them in, because he wanted one time of year, and my birthday included, so 2 times a year, where really the family drama didn't matter. Like, I was top priority and making it the best time of year possible. So yeah, I really miss that, and so I think I'm gonna start doing that myself, like start setting the Christmas tree up and all family drama gets put on hold, and that includes me as an adult, because there's a little one to think about. So any drama that I may have with either of the grandparents is officially getting put to one side. I'm not discussing it till after Christmas and New Year's. Even if they want to discuss it, it's not happening, because I need this to be a really good time, and so does the little one. And I was saying to my friend Amy, like, that's what we need to do. We need to follow my dad and really be, nope, it's Christmas, this is what's happening, this is how we're doing it this year, moving forwards, this is what we're doing, and really have that boundary for ourselves and our own mental health, because that's important. And I know it made a huge difference for my dad's mental health when he put those boundaries in place and they were respected, and our Christmas was honoured in the sense of there was no fighting and no bickering about who saw the grandchild more. Not that really either of them ever saw me that much, but it just didn't matter. Like, Christmas and my birthday were those times a year where that did not matter. And I'm very grateful that I had that experience, and so I am desperate to get that back, and hopefully we can get that back at this point, because we do have a temporary home that we can move into until we find a new home, a more permanent home. Thankfully. There will have to be a little bit of drama, I guess, depending on how buying a house goes for this time of year. Oh god, that's temporary. That obviously will need to be discussed, but other than that, I'm really going to put a hard line down about it. I do also need to contact the grandparents about seeing me this Christmas, and if they want to see me this Christmas, and how that's going to work, etc, etc. Anyway, I'm going to listen to my music now.
Three days later.
Good morning. So normally I would not be putting a full face of makeup on this early, but we have a house viewing right after dropping it all off, so needs must. Foundation's starting to run out. So it's fun. Sorry, I'm not talking much, but I'm just trying to get my face on as quick as possible because I'm running a little behind with morning. Which is funny because I'm going to wait for like 45 minutes. I put a ton on, thankfully, but it still takes a few minutes. And the alarm's gonna go off like any second. probably gonna stop off and filming. I have to go. I'm running later than I realised, so I'll explain more to you guys probably in a bit when I'm back at Mum's and I can actually have a conversation. Oh, poop, I wasn't even filming anyway. I have to go. I'm running later than I realised, so I'll explain more to you guys probably in a bit when I'm back at Mum's and I can actually have a conversation. Oh, poop, I wasn't even filming anyway. I'm waiting on Dad, so I put some makeup on because we have a house viewing today and I felt I should look my best because I didn't feel it. I'm now waiting on Dad and we have 15 minutes, well 10 minutes till we really need to be there, so I'm just waiting. Dad seems to have an upset stomach, which is just what we need on viewing day, which is not his fault, it's the stress of everything. This jumper needs washing because the sleeves are getting gruddy, so I need to do that though. But it's not even like I can rush across and get Dad medicine because he could be done by the time I leave and this and the other, so you know, and the clock is ticking. That's all I need today. Oh, here he comes. Oh, I don't know how much of this I'm gonna get because somebody is still living in that house, so we'll see.
One eternity later.
Today has been hectic. There was lots of shopping around, there was getting Wi-Fi sorted, there was house viewing stuff happening. I cut myself, so I now have a band-aid on. Nails were put on yesterday. Things are just kind of nuts at the moment. Yeah, That's all I actually know what to say. Just trying to survive at this point. Just trying to survive. I didn't film any of the house reading because the lady who owned the house was the one showing us around. She was lovely, and she was paperwork, things like that, just to prove she felt she should prove like work she'd had done and ownership, that sort of thing. She didn't have to do. We did appreciate. There was a little bit of work that needed doing in the house, not fully her fault. I think Dad liked it, but he's a little unsure about the work that would need doing, really mainly to the bathrooms more than anything else. I don't know. There is another house though that he does like the outside of, that he really does want to see the inside of. So I think he's putting off getting like too hopeful on anything until we see that one, and then going from there. But yeah. No, I'm just relaxing. We're trying to figure out a new routine about me staying between the houses, because obviously we're going to be a little bit further away for 6 or so months, possibly longer. So it's figuring all that out for the little one so his life stays as normal as possible.
Day 4. So much easier to see who I am and who I wanna be. No getting old, don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will. Like climbing up the steepest hill. But truth can be a bitter pill.
I think I had to change these nails because the other ones kept coming off and I just was done with it. So these are the ones I'm wearing till till it's time for the Christmas sets. But these are Christmassy enough because they're like dark berry. They do look better when I have a tan on though, I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Walnut settle right now. A little frustrating because I can't tidy up the mess until he's asleep, so I need him to start chilling out. Even though all his toys are a mess because I can't sort those until I sort the chest of drawers over there, which we didn't need. Anyway, so I guess that's tomorrow morning's job after I sort him out. Things are kind of hectic around here. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we're going to Wonderland. So if I remember to film, I will film for that. And then Friday is house streaming day, and I might try and put off going cinema until next week. Oh no, I can't go next week. So I do need to go this week. I want to see Gladiator. I'll figure that out. But yeah. My head hurts as well, which doesn't help. This is my first night sleeping here while we're in temporary flat situation. Because where that is, I need to be staying here some nights during the week. So it's just easier. So we're starting that process now. It's gonna be a very long night, it seems, because he's had no routine in the sense of being made to chill out. So, yeah, no. But yeah, he's made a mess of my room again, so I now need to get him chilled and in bed so I can tidy that up, and then I can start chilling myself, because I'm not making any more progress with my room and like getting rid of stuff until tomorrow anyway. So a very long couple of weeks, I think. Well, he has a new routine, because I think I'm stricter with his evening routine than Mother is, because I know if he's more rested and chilled, he's gonna have a better day the following day, if that makes sense. Because Mum doesn't necessarily have to deal with that, because she does not the one that takes him to school.
48 hours later. That's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know.
I haven't filmed in a couple of days. I just haven't felt up to it, and honestly, I thought I needed to rush a vlog, and I didn't. I actually was ahead until now. It was also Mum's birthday week, so we were just having a lot of family time, honestly, so it didn't make sense to film all of that. And with Vlogmas coming up, I'm also preparing for that. We are moving into a temporary place and doing a lot of house viewings and things like that, which I am trying to show, but at the same time, there are sometimes people still living in those homes, so it's kind of more complicated. And obviously, I want to keep that respect people's privacy in their homes and things like that. So this is a whole thing, but we will be reviewing some homes in the next few weeks, because Dad was talking about going and taking my grandmother to look at several of them, so hopefully we'll be doing that. I don't think it's several, but you know what I mean. It could be awkward, but it is what it is. How we'll do that though, I don't know, because I don't really think it would be appropriate to have her come to the flat that we're staying in at the moment, just because it's awkward to get to. There's a lot of sharp turns and fiddly roads, and his dad has nearly slipped down those stairs. I don't really want to risk my grandmother, but yeah. We'll see what happens. I will let Dad figure that out, because honestly, when it comes to the grandparents, my dad has been handling them more recently than I have. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to fill you in on. Not particularly. The dog has got vets next week. Mom is going to the cinema as her birthday treat, and that's about all that is to catch you up.
That's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know. And like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go.
So with us moving into the temporary place, which is a little bit further away than we'd like, my schedule and where I stay will be changing a little bit, so we will be seeing a little bit of variety in these vlogs for kind of the next year, I guess. I'm sorry guys, things are not going as smoothly as I would like. Life keeps throwing turns at us at all times.